How's it going, everyone? I want to go over some updates on two major JRPGs coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Getting release dates on both of those. Very exciting stuff as far as the Persona franchise is concerned. One of my favorite indie titles is getting a big update on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. That is Dead Cells. A boss rush mode will be coming to PS4 and PS5 in late October, and we'll round out the video by taking a look at a couple of good game deals that are available on the physical side of things. So more on that at the end of this video. First of all, we got some release dates for Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden, as it'll be hitting newer platforms, PlayStation 4 included. It'll also be coming to Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PC. Will be available through Game Pass. PC has already got Persona 4 Golden, but both of the games will be dropping on the same day, January 19th of 2023. So, my god, guys, early 2023, like, can it get any crazier? Forspoken, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4, and Dead Space Remake in this span of, like, what, 2 weeks? Like, oh my god. I think early 2023 is going to be one of the most insane periods for new game releases. Like, you look at the schedule right now, and barring any delays, we're in for a pretty insane lineup of game releases for that, like, first 2 to 3 months. And who knows, maybe everything will come together and we'll see a lot more releases in the coming months after that. Now, I know a lot of people are disappointed it's Persona 3 Portable. I agree with all of you that are disappointed by that. I wish it was Persona 3 FES, but, you know, P3 Portable has its nice elements to it as well, and the fact is, at least we're getting the game. I did hear rumblings about Persona 3 getting a full-on remake, but, you know, I don't know where that, if that has any validity to it, but I could understand from that standpoint why they would do Portable instead of FES, but even then, let's say a potential Persona 3 remake happens. Would FES really detract anything from it? Like, people would still buy the remake, but nonetheless, take that as hearsay, and nothing's confirmed, and it doesn't seem like it has a ton of validity to it, but we'll see if that ultimately does happen. Persona 4 Golden is obviously tremendous. A lot of people that I talk to like Persona 4 the best. I mean, with P3, P4, and P5, you can really go back and forth with any of those games as far as which ones you like the best. But, yeah, I love Persona 4. I thought the story was great. I thought the mystery was great. Just fantastic game. And I played the hell out of the game with the initial release on PlayStation Vita. Remember? P4 Golden was like one of the Vita system sells. Like, people were buying a Vita for P4 Golden. But nice to see that it'll be hitting other platforms as well. Obviously, fantastic soundtracks to both of these games. I have tracks from both Persona 3 and Persona 4 on my phone that I just listen to every now and again. But nonetheless, nice to see those coming January 19th. I imagine that they're going to be $19.99 a pop, just for the fact that Persona 4 Golden is $19.99 on Steam. I think with P4 Golden, they could easily get away with a higher price tag, but, like, maybe I shouldn't, like, give them that idea, but, yeah, like, people are gonna buy that regardless. Would be cool if there's a bundle available for both of them for, let's say, you know, $29.99, $34.99, something like that. Unfortunately, it is a digital-only release, which is kind of a bummer. I think if you bundle both of them together and, like, release a physical copy with, let's say, like, a mini art book or something, I think you could easily get away with charging $50 for that and people would buy it, but that's just my 2 cents. Just nice to see that these games are hitting new platforms, and, like, I think a lot of people are going to check it out on the Switch. It's nice that Xbox is finally getting these games as well. Persona should just be available on every platform. Like, everybody should play Persona. And it's one of those games that, yes, it has, like, a lot of quirky Japanese elements that if you're not a fan of, like, JRPGs, they might be, like, I don't know, they might be a bit off-putting, but at the same time, like, I feel like Persona is, like, a masterclass in so many areas, from presentation, storytelling, character development, soundtrack, of course, that, like, even if you're new to JRPGs, like, you would have an enjoyable experience with Persona 4. I just think it shines in so many different areas that, you know, would attract even a newcomer to Japanese RPGs, but that's just my 2 cents. Again, January 19th for both of those games. Alright, moving on from that, Dead Cells will be getting a boss rush mode in late October. Now, this is already available over on PC, and there's a bunch of patch notes with all the rundown and the details. So the new game mode, Boss Rush, there's a new area accessible through the basement door in Prisoner's Quarters, where you access the training room and the tailor. Once you've gone through the basement door, just follow the corridor until you come to the 3rd door with the red boss head next to it. Through this door, you'll find 4 doors leading to 4 different stages where you'll fight 3 bosses with modifiers, and then 5 bosses and 5 bosses with modifiers. The bosses are randomly selected from a group of tiers. The stages with 3 bosses back to back to back will pitch you against one tier 1 boss and then one tier 2 boss, and then finally it'll be a tier 3 boss. For 5-stage bosses, it'll be 2 tier 1 bosses, 2 tier 2s, and then 1 tier 3. And new boss modifiers, new customizable statue, new range weapons, and new skill taunt, and new mutation as well. And 8 new outfits that are unlocked through boss rush. Best of all, free update, so that's great to hear. Dead Cells is a tremendous game. It is, I believe, available through PlayStation Plus Extra. It should be. And if you have Plus Extra, one of the games I highly recommend. Like, I'm not crazy about roguelikes and everything like that, roguelites, but Dead Cells was one that I love the art style of the game, like that throwback pixel look, and it's something that drew me in right away. And it starts off super simple, but then I just kept playing and playing. And Dead Cells was one of those games that really hooked me. As far as constantly going back to it, like, it's one of those games that if I don't know what to play at any given moment, I can just mess around with it for a couple hours. I haven't sunk in as much time as probably some other people that have, you know, hundreds of hours in the game, but very enjoyable game. And again, Plus Extra, I believe it's on sale right now for like $15 or something like that, so you can check it out that way as well. Lastly, let's cover some deals real quick. One deal on Amazon and then a couple deals on GameFly as well. The Pathless is down to $16.99, which seems like a pretty decent price for the game. This was one of the early PlayStation titles. I believe it was a launch game, or maybe like shortly after launch. But yeah, you can check that out. $16.99 seems like a pretty good price. It has been holding up in price for a little while, so thought that was worth a mention. Outside of that, Ghostwire Tokyo down to $19.99 at GameFly, so this is a pre-owned copy, but you know, GameFly has a great track record. Did a full review of this game. I enjoyed it in a lot of areas. The storytelling kind of like falls apart. I think it starts incredibly compelling and then kind of has some pacing issues, ends very abruptly. Like, if you bum rush through the main story of Ghostwire Tokyo, it's an incredibly short game. You could probably beat it in like 10 hours, 10 to 11 hours, but there is an open world. There's a lot of additional content. Mind you, it does get a little bit redundant, but I think the atmosphere in the game is great. Visually, I think it's really good. Highly recommend if you play the game, you get the Tengu summon ability. That'll let you, like, grapple through the open world, and that just makes traversal a lot more enjoyable. But $19.99, decent price. Go give it a look. I think at this price point, it's well worth it. I think if you wait until Black Friday, you'll find it $19.99 new, so that is something I do want to clarify. Elden Ring, $39.99. Like, this game has been holding up in price, so yeah, you might be like, bro, this ain't that big of a discount. And it's not, but, you know, it's a game that still goes for what, like $52, like, new, so, like, best case scenario, you're paying that much. $40 for a pre-owned copy from GameFly, I think is pretty solid. So I thought I would give that a shout. And lastly, man, let's just give Saints Row 2022 a mention. It's 50% off over at GameFly from its initial release price. I believe it released at $60. It's $30. I played quite a bit of Saints Row this release. Yeah, like, I don't think it's like abysmally terrible, but it's got a lot of issues. Let's just say that. Comes across very low budget, comes across pretty corny at times. $30 is probably still way too expensive. Like, I would probably wait until Saints Row is down to like Agents of Mayhem territory price. Like, we're talking like $3 and change, $4 and change, and then if you really want to check out a comedic open world title, like, yeah, maybe check it out then. But yeah, game, like, trust the reviews when people said this game had a lot of issues. It had a lot of issues, but I find it humorous that it came out back at the end of August and it's already down to $30, so I thought I would give that a mention as well. But that's gonna do it for me. Again, P3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, coming January 19th, early 2023. Just disgusting. It is over for all our wallets. Like, it is just over. It's over for everybody. And also, Dead Space Remake and Forspoken, $70, so enjoy that as well. Dead Cells getting a very nice free update at the end of this month with a boss rush mode, a lot of new content coming as a part of that, some good deals. Links, as always, will be in the description box below to everything. That is going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.